Hi everyone, it's Mike here. So don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. It's Monday, the 11th of February, and it's just before lunch. Ian's just preparing some sandwiches downstairs, and he's got the kettle on for another cup of coffee because mine's completely gone cold. Nasty. It's been a busy kind of morning. Mondays are always, a bit busy. I had a delivery of envelopes. I've also had a delivery of some new stencil prototypes for the next few months. So I'm happy with those. So I've got some website orders to process and get done today. And I also need to have a fiddle with my overhead camera that I use to film all my art journal projects because it's going faulty. It's recording the video okay, it's just not recording the sound properly. It's just cutting out, but it can just cut out in mid-record, so I don't know until I actually come to edit the video later whether it's actually got the audio or not. So I don't know whether it's something to do with the internal microphone or whether it's something to do with the internal workings or something like that. So I'm going to have to do a quick test today with plugging in an external microphone and seeing whether that works okay. If not, I may have to go to the horrible expense of having to replace that, which is a good 200-300 quid's worth. Money which I don't particularly want to spend at this stage, not with being so close to actually moving. But hey ho, needs must. It's Tuesday, 12th of February, and what time is it, Ian?
It's 17:24, so 24 past 5.
24 minutes past 5. It's been one of those days today. We got up early-ish because the new guy that's buying the house was having the valuation done for his mortgage today.
We did some dusting and some vacuuming.
So we got up a bit early and we tidied around and cleaned and put things away and made the house generally look presentable. Not that it was untidy, but it just needed, just getting ready like you were doing a viewing or a showing, just to make it look fine. So after they came around about 11 o'clock-ish, stayed for half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, and then left again. And then Ian and I just got straight on to doing work, computer stuff, that kind of thing. And then we had some lunch, and then we went back to doing computer work. I've sent another order for stencils off, some prototypes for some new designs for later on in the year, because I'm trying to be a bit more proactive. So they've all gone off. And then Ian asked me whether I fancied going for a walk with Mr. Bentley, going up to the post office to take some website orders and that kind of stuff. He's also had some website orders since he got back from his Whitby show this last weekend. So you've done quite well out of that, haven't you?
What's that?
The website orders since you got back.
Oh, yes.
So he's fairly happy with that.
But a lot of new machines ordered and people wanting new bits and bats.
Yeah, so, but also, Ian's also been ordering lots of new stock and stuff, components to build machines as well over the last couple of days. So he's been fairly busy doing that. Then I came back, and then from that, and then Ian's decided, Ian's cooking dinner, tea tonight, whatever you want to call it. So we're having fish, we're having breaded haddock. I've got a bit of a headache, so I've knocked off a little bit early. I don't want to be sitting too long in front of the computer. And Mr. Bentley's taken to his bed. I don't know whether you can see him down there, look.
It's all a bit much for him, he's tired.
Yes, poor little creature. So that's it for Tuesday. Probably going to be feet up, TV, don't know what we've got recorded. But I'm
Murders, probably.
Which won't mean anything to anybody in the States or anything like that, but never mind. We've got stuff to watch, so probably a nice relaxing evening. Tomorrow we're going out, but more of that tomorrow. Excuse the wobbly footage. I'm holding the camera with my hand.
This is professional to mine.
Yeah, it's just gone 10:30, and obviously you can see we're in the car. It's the 13th of February, Wednesday. As you can see, Mr. Puppy Dog is with us. I'm not going to Mum and Dad's tonight. I'm staying here. We're going over at the weekend instead. So today, it's a particular anniversary today of the passing of Ian's dad. So we're going out for the day, just to
cheer me up.
Yeah, take our minds off it. So our first stop for the day is Harrogate. We're going to Art from the Heart.
Ms. Reevlid's shop.
Yes, to see what new goodies, because a lot of the new Ranger, Tim Holtz, all the new spring releases are all in.
Ideology.
Yes, and the new Distress archival links are in. So we're going to have a little peruse there, and then after that we're going to go have some lunch.
We're going to a restaurant called El Bivio,
which is a little Italian restaurant not far away from there, for a little spot to eat.
The food is to die for.
Yes. So we will catch up with you in a little while. So, on the way to Art from the Heart, we decided that we would have a little bit of a stop off on the way at a place called Crimple Hall. They have a vintage and antique centre. So we're going to have a little bit of a peruse.
And stuff.
And stuff.
It's nice and warm in the car, so Bentley won't get cold.
No.
Although he will bark a lot.
Well,
it's like a car alarm, really.
That's what dogs do, don't they?
Ours does.
Okay, more later.
Oh.
Wait.
The Dan's trying to get his coat on. Nope, this way.
Dance from here.
This way. So we've just come out of Art from the Heart.
I got glossy accents and I bought Mike some gouache for Valentine's Day.
Yes, I haven't bought him anything just yet.
I had chocolate in the week.
But Diane was in.
She was looking resplendent as normal.
Yes, so I had a little bit of a chat, a bit of a shop. I went in there not really wanting anything.
And spent
£60.
Oh dear.
Whoops. Well, all the new Tim Distress archival links were in, so I had to buy a tin as well to fit them all. Plus I needed some cut and dry, some new Distress ink, re-inkers, a spray stain, some more Dina Weekly paints to replenish what I've used up. It just all snowballs, doesn't it? Anyway, so we've been in there, haven't eaten yet. So we're just taking Mr. Bentley on a little walk down to the Harrogate Showground, which is a big open space, so you can have a bit of a run.
I'll shut him up when we have our lunch.
Yes, and that. He'll go to sleep while we're having lunch.
Bentley, what's that?
Boo-boo. Boo-boo. Hello.
Ready? Come on. Tired out now. Have to have some sweets.
Time for lunch.
Time for lunch.
Okay, so just had lunch. Yes, totally and utterly stuffed.
I had asparagus spears wrapped in cheese, wrapped in prosciutto ham, and then wrapped in filou pastry, deep fried with a spicy marmalade.
Like a sweet chilli.
Sweet chilli. Oh, lovely. And then I had...
And that was just a starter.
And then I had pepperoni and pizza, but it's very nice pizza.
Yes.
Hand-stretched dough.
Pepperoni and red onions, wasn't it?
And chips.
And fries.
And one and a half. 3 bottles of Diet Pepsi.
And
Diet Pepsi,
I had chicken char grilled chicken strips on a skewer with salad for starter, and then I had
Beef
ravioli brava, which is beef ravioli, but it was pulled beef as well in the sauce as well as in the ravioli, with herbs and massive sheets of parmesan laid over the top so it melted on top, which was absolutely delicious.
And chips.
And a portion of fries too. Very, very rich, very, very filling.
And very full.
And now I want to go to sleep. But we've
Without...
got a little bit of shopping to do before we go home. Food shopping, that is. Oh. I know, I don't think I could face anything else. Oh. And Mr. Puppy Dog's been fast asleep in his little apartment in the back of the car.
He had a walk, didn't he?
Look at him. He's actually practically glowing in this light. It's Thursday, 14th of February. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's, everybody. Mwah. I hope everybody got tret very, very well today. And if nobody tret you, I hope you tret yourself. It's currently 10 to 4 in the afternoon. I've had a very busy, action-packed day today. One of doing a lot, but not doing very much at all. Full of distractions. I started to do a project for Valentine's Day and then ended up getting distracted and cleaning my polypropylene mat, which took me an hour and a half to clear all the acrylic paint off it. So I never actually got around to filming the project. I just got started when Ian came back from doing his errands and then wanted to talk about furniture for the new house. So we then spent the next 2 hours choosing a style, colour, fabric for furniture for the kitchen and dining room, which we did do, like I said, and that took us right the way up until 3 o'clock, which has just given me about 50 minutes in which to get a project done for Valentine's Day, which I've just done there. And just look at the debris on the table. So little Valentine's art journal page just there. I'm just pulling the video across now. Ian's taken Bentley out for his afternoon WALK. So I'm now going to try and sit down and get it all rendered, edited and uploaded to YouTube in readiness for this evening. So it's been one of those days today. So it's now just gone 4:30 and my video is rendering, ready to go up to YouTube. I've just said to Ian, what do you fancy having for dinner this evening? And he said, well, because you didn't go to Mum's yesterday, it means you didn't do any shopping, which means we've not got very much food in the house. Because normally you get most of it when you take Mum and Dad out, or when you take Mum shopping. And then you do a few other bits on Thursday that you couldn't get. But we've been so wrapped up buying furniture that we've forgotten. So guess where I'm going? I did think about going to one of the larger supermarkets, one of the what we call the hypermarket supermarkets. There's a massive Tesco not far away from us. Well, I say not far away from us. It's an extra like 15 minutes drive away than my local supermarket, which is a fairly decent sized one, don't get me wrong. It suits our daily needs. But the big Tesco is huge compared to this Sainsbury's. But like I said, it's 1/4 hour extra journey away and it's 5:15. So I'm going to get caught up in rush hour traffic, so I can't be bothered. Oh, the sun's bright. Good grief. It's blinding. And I've just remembered, driving past the health centre, I was supposed to phone up and find out about my blood results today. Well, they've not got in contact, so obviously there's nothing that wrong, because they said they'd only get in contact if there was anything that they needed to talk to me about. And I haven't heard anything, so no news is good news, as they say in this case. It's 3 o'clock-ish on Friday, and we're going, well, taking Bentley out for a long walk. It's a fairly nice day. So I'm just prepping the house, turning the TV on and such, and then set the alarm. And where are we going?
For a walk.
Who with?
Him.
And where are we going?
Through the golf club.
Excellent.
Off we go.
Come that way.
Oh, come, move. Ready? Steady. Quiet.
Oh dear, I've got to catch up now. I'd say I wish they'd put a proper path through here, but I think it'd spoil it.
Medieval way.
It's a medieval public right of way, hundreds and hundreds of years. So today's been one of those kind of days. Ian's been out most of the morning doing errands and shopping and picking up supplies. I've been sat with my face pressed up against the computer for, well, since about 9 o'clock. So got to about 2 and I was just not being productive at all, just moving bits of paper from one side to another and flicking through Facebook and YouTube and not really generally being very productive or anything like that. So I thought I'm going to call it a day. So came downstairs about 2:30ish and then decided, had a cup of tea and then decided to come for a walk with Ian. So here we are. It's a fairly nice open space once you actually get down through the walkway. But of course, during the day when everybody's playing golf, you can't really let the dog off. But it's still a beautiful spot. And then there's the sun to blind you. And that, as they say, is the end of that walk. Right, I'll go and turn the alarm off.
Okay.
It's Saturday morning, the 16th of February, and Mr. Bentley is fast asleep in his bed because he's already been out for his WALK this morning. Ian's gone out to do some errands, purchase some supplies and bits and pieces for his machines, and I'm just about to make myself a coffee. Ian bought me a little Nespresso machine for Christmas, and I love it. I love it to bits. Anyway, so I've got some bits and pieces to do on the computer today. I've got the mid-month mini mission inspiration to launch at 12 noon, and then I've got to sit and film my my project page for that min mission, which is about diamonds today or this month. So I've got that to do, but I've also got to contend with the fact that the camera is playing up. So if the video footage for that isn't very good, I'll just have to do narration over the top of that. And my coffee is ready, which means it's time for me to go and do a little bit of work on my computer. So see you later. It's just gone 4 on Saturday afternoon and I've finished filming my mission inspiration project. I've just got it rendering on the computer now, so it's all done. I'm all finished, so it's shine bright like a diamond. So yes, so that video was the one that went live on Saturday, because you'll be watching this on Wednesday 20th probably. So that's all been put into my mission inspiration journal for 2019. So I'm pretty much done. Ian's out with Mr. Bentley walking. That's why the house is quiet and I can get some video filming done. So and I've got another coffee. I've tricked myself after doing all the filming. Now luckily I've reviewed the footage and the camera recorded fine at this time, so I don't have to do any narration, which is an absolute bonus. So that's it for my Saturday. When Ian gets back, I'm going to start cooking an early meal, and then we're going to settle down and watch. We've got the new The Umbrella Academy on Netflix, so we're going to sit and binge watch. If not the whole season, then at least half of it, because we've heard good things. So that's what we're going to be doing this evening. And I can't remember whether I mentioned that we're going over to Mum and Dad's tomorrow for Sunday lunch. They've invited all three of us over for Sunday lunch. So that will be absolutely lovely. Looking forward to that. So it's Sunday afternoon, just gone 3. And we've come through to see Mum and Dad. Come through for Sunday lunch, which we've just finished.
Lovely.
So we're just taking Bentley.
We've all had chuck, including Mr. Bentley.
Yes. So we're just taking Bentley on a walk down the Trans-Pennine Trail towards Manchester. I've done this before in the dark, well, as it was getting dark, with the bats flying around, if you remember. Did you bring any bags with you? But this is obviously going to be daylight. Hopefully it won't be dark when we get back. So this is an old tree stump along the old railway line that somebody's carved.
Called Wise Wood.
I'll see if I can zoom in. Don't think it'll let me get any closer.
Wise Wood, carved by Stephen Carr on April 2016.
Stephen Tarr.
Tarr, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
it is Tarr, yeah. But he's lovely. Look, I like the beard.
Yeah, April 2016. Yeah. That's what you do with an old tree stump rather than trying to rive it out the ground. So we've done about 5 miles, I think.
We haven't. We're lucky to have done 2 miles.
He says.
Just feels further.
Oh, the sun's right in the camera, look. There you go.
We've done a few miles.
Yes. This way. It's all new sights and smells, isn't there, Mr. B? So almost to the end of our little walkette. It's been a rather nice little pleasant walk, hasn't it?
It has.
So we've been walking along here.
And we're there at the moment.
There at the moment.
And we've got to come to the station, which
There's no big purple spot on the floor though.
No, it's probably above you.
So and then we're going to be walking up here to about here now. And then back up that way. Well, back up that way, kind of that way.
Silver birches are nice, aren't they?
Pretty tall.
But it's to date.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.